So I started off in the bathroom and I cleaned and straightened out a lot of different things, and then I moved on to this area, which is attached to our bedroom. And as you can see, it is also a hot mess. I had started organizing it, and then I thought, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to record a video and give you some tips and ideas for organizing your area. And granted, many of you may not have as much stuff or the same type of stuff, but I just wanted to show you how I try and organize the chaos. I did get this plastic nail polish holder organizer, and I actually really like it. What I did was organize it, and I have it kind of by color, and then in the bottom drawer, this actually comes out, which is really helpful. So I put all of my makeup stuff. Originally, I had a travel bag that I had all of the makeup in, but that was just sitting on my counter, cluttering up space. So I took the makeup out and put it in this drawer so that it collapses and it's organized. It's not taking up more room. And then I have some open space cabinets underneath there, so you can see it right there. Is the travel case that I had my makeup in. So that is the plan, that while I'm home and not traveling, I will have my makeup in there. And then the next thing that I started to work on was this drawer. Now, I basically have like 500 million junk drawers. I'm sure most of you do. One thing that I wanted to show you or talk about was one thing to help organize, and there's just mess everywhere, so ignore that. But one thing that you can do to help organize or eliminate stuff is, I think we are all pretty bad at throwing away old lotions, old makeup, old medication, or what have you. So on all medication, makeup, anything that requires application to the skin especially, should have an expiration date on it. So one place to start is just to take all of your makeup or all of your lotions, etc., and check for the expiration dates. Now, these are clearly very old. Just case in point is when you decide to organize your life, things will help you along. So both of these are all just going to get thrown away. So that's one thing that you can help organize or start. A good starting place is, again, with the drawers and your little areas. And here's the progress. I have everything cleaned up and organized. And then I moved my jewelry boxes from my nightstand over here because it makes more sense to have them over here. I mean, you put jewelry when you're getting ready. One thing I did do that I wanted to show you was these boxes or baskets you can get at any craft store, and you don't even have to get the expensive ones either. You can go to the dollar store, and they even have like plastic ones that you can use. It's completely your preference, and I recommend getting them even if you want to start out with the plastic ones and then figure out which ones you like later on and invest in them. Oh, sorry, that was my finger. And invest in them later on. But as you can see, I have one over here, and this one is stuff that I would use more regularly, like hair products and cotton balls, nail polish remover, makeup remover, etc. That just organizes it all there so that you don't have a bunch of random stuff all over your cabinet space. And then this is specifically to hold hair stuff. This is my hair dryer and the accessories for the hair dryer. Now here's the quote-unquote junk drawer. I beautified it. Okay, so I put my straightener in because I use that really frequently. And then a hairbrush. And then in the back is some medication that I don't use all the time, but would like it easily accessible for when I'm getting ready for bed. Now, bobby pins. I don't know how many of you guys use bobby pins, but one thing that you can do to help organize it, I've seen where they have magnet boards that they hang up on the side of the mirrors, but even organizing it in your drawer, I had a magnet on my fridge that the adhesive had worn off, so I just took that, and it was still a little tacky, but it wasn't fully sticky. So I just took an old used gift card that is empty that I don't use anymore, and stuck it to it so it wouldn't stick to anything in the drawer. But as you can see, I took the bobby pins and some safety pins that I had loose, and put them on the magnet. And so that's going to help keep those kind of collected in your drawer so that they're not all over, and it also makes it easier to take them off. My husband's really going to like this too, because he says he finds these things everywhere, and now he'll have a specific place to put them. Now let's talk jewelry. So I have 1, 2, 3 jewelry boxes, and I sort of went through and organized my Pandora bracelet and charm, all the charms for it. And then this is a chunky bracelet that's not going to get tangled up. And then here's some more of those charms. So that's all going in there. How do you organize your earrings? One thing I'm going to do, and I'll post a picture of it in my blog, is kind of make a homemade earring organizer. My mom has one that I really love, and I wish I had one. So I'm just going to make it. I do recommend one thing that you can do, depending on how you want to organize your items, is if they come on one of these boards, until you have a system in place or a specific earring storage, reuse those, and you can even put string up on your wall or what have you, and have these hooked on or displayed just like they do in the sale places. And then here are just separated out necklaces and stuff that I've already organized. Now, everybody runs into this issue, right? You have all of your jewelry, you're deciding to go through and organize it, and then you come across this kind of a mess where you lift it up and it's all conglomerated together. So what I like to do is take a safety pin or like a sewing needle, and you can slowly work through and separate out the necklaces that way. Okay, so I'll try and stay on camera for you, but all I like to do is I like to sit here and I see, okay, here is one piece of jewelry and here is the holder, and as you can see, oh, I'm out of frame, sorry. As you can see, it's all wrapped up, and I don't have any nails, and so it makes it difficult, and so I just take the safety pin and help me guide through and use that to untangle all of my jewelry. Now, I'm hoping that going forward I'll have a system organized enough to not have this issue. So here it gets knotted again, and I just use it to to easily pick out the other necklaces and free them from each other. And voila, we have one free necklace. Ta-da! So there's that. So after I finished up separating my necklaces, I realized that I had a special gem in this layout of the apartment that I wasn't utilizing, because I don't have a like a necklace storage, anything that like from the store or anything that you could get. I realized that I do have this towel rack. What? So I just went ahead and took the necklaces that I had and unclipped them and hung them up over the towel rack to display them so that I can easily see which ones they are, and then they also won't get tangled. I do have this kind of more clunky piece of jewelry that didn't have a clasp, and so I just wrapped it around the towel rack that way, so it still won't get tangled up with anything else. But I thought you guys might enjoy that as another option for organizing your jewelry if you have one. Or if you have a space you can put a tension rod, anything works, whatever works best for your system. Thanks.